Today we are going to see the overview of C programming. What are the features it involved and what are the languages evolved before the introduction of C programming. So the history of C programming goes on like this. The root of all the modern languages, whatever the languages we have right now like C, C programming, C sharp, C++, Python and so on, all these modern languages, the basic root is ALGOL that was initially introduced in 1960s. ALGOL uses the structured programming. This is the programming language which is used the concept of structured programming, and it was very popular in Europe. In 1967, Martin Richards developed a language called BCPL, that is Basic Combined Programming Language, and this BCPL was uh, using the features of ALGOL. Primarily, BCPL is developed for the system software. In order to write the code for the system software, this was used. Later on, in 1970s, Ken Thompson created a new language called B. So the use of this B is for Unix OS at Bell Laboratories. So we have many OS, right? Windows, Unix, and so on. So this B is created for the Unix concept. Both BCPL and B were typeless. What does mean by typeless is these languages do not have data types. What is data types and so on we will see in the further classes. Okay, as of now you should know that BCPL were typeless. They don't have any kind of data types. So the history of C goes on like so C evolved from ALGOL, BCPL, and B. So this C used all the concepts from BC ALGOL, from BCPL as well as from B. C was developed by Dennis Ritchie at the Bell Laboratories in 1972. Note that even the B language was also introduced in Bell Laboratories, added new features and concepts like data types. Okay, so those were the BCPL and B were typeless, but this one is added a new concept called as data types. It was developed along with the Unix operating system. So basically this will work, it is portable. In future we can see whether we can use only in Unix. No, the C can be used in any kind of OS and it is a portable language. It was strongly integrated with the Unix operating system. In 1983, American National Standard Institute appointed a technical committee to define a standard for C. So what, obviously we need some kind of definition, right? We need some standard for the language. So the ANSI came forward and they named it as the approved version of C in 1989 as NCC. In 1990, International Standard Organization has approved C, and this version of C is referred to as C89. So the basic of this history of C is nothing but in 1960, ALGOL International Group, okay, um, they formed the concept called as ALGOL, and in 1967 BCPL that was introduced developed by Martin Richards. In 1970 B that was introduced by Ken Thompson. In 1972 traditional C, that is Dennis Ritchie, was the one who developed this programming language. In 1978 Cunningham and Ritchie they introduced the K&RC. Later on in 1983, ANSI, the ANSI committee came forward for to give the standard definition for this C programming, and in 1990, ISO committee along with NCC they gave the standardization for this. The standardization committee later on they approved C99. So what is the importance of C? Why we need to study C programming when there are so many languages? What is the importance of this C? Rich set of built-in functions. Many built-in functions are in C language. Okay, so what is built-in function and so on we will study in the further classes. But the thing is, as of now, you can assume that it has some built-in features that will help you out with your programming. Okay, operators can be used to write any complex programs. So we do have some operators. In further classes, we will discuss about that as well. The C compiler combines the capabilities of an assembly language with the feature of high level language. So, what is basically assembly and high level? Assembly language is nothing but the machine level language. Okay, so the machine level language and the high level language, that is the human readable, and it combines both the capabilities. So that is the beauty of this language. It is well cited for writing both system software and business package. Not only for system software, like as we know that the B language is predominantly written for system software, whereas the C is helpful for both system software and business package. Due to variety of data types and powerful operator, program written in C are efficient and fast. Okay, 32 keywords are in C language and its strength lies in the built-in function. Highly portable. What is highly portable? Can use it in any OS. Any OS, not that it is helpful only in Unix, it will not work in other platforms, nothing as such. So that is the concept. It can extend itself, that is the ability. So, as we all know that the C is evolved from ALGOL BCPL, it is a structured programming language requiring the user to think of a problem in terms of function modules or blocks. You have to create a module. So, the first C programming is like this. It looks like this. So, all these concepts will be studying in further cases. Okay, and thanks for watching the